You can't see it or reach out and touch it, but you can smell it. Chinese drywall, it's a hidden danger found in thousands of homes nationwide, many right here in South Florida.
The tainted import has shattered dreams and dwindled, if not erased, life savings. But tonight there is hope for those who've been affected by the devastating drywall. Hope that their contaminated homes just might finally become the investment, at least partly so, that they were hoping for. Contact 5 investigator Shannon Cake has spent years following this story, and she tells us why relief could be on the way. Shannon.
Michael, we've covered this right from the start, from the very first phone call that came from a retiree in Port St. Lucie, Helen Pinkoski. Tonight, Helen and hundreds of victims just like her could be seeing relief after years of fighting and struggling.
I get into my back seat over here.
It's not the way Helen Pinkoski imagined her golden years.
I'm small enough. Okay, what I do is I just get in my car.
At 71 years young, this retiree moved up from Miami, searching for a slower pace in Port St. Lucie.
This is where I chose to come, not knowing what trouble I was going to run into.
You slept in your car?
Yes, I did. I had no choice at that point. Put my pillow in my blanket. Sometimes I'm crying when I'm doing it. And I lay here all night long.
Helen couldn't stand spending time in her own house. Every penny of her life savings and all of her belongings were here. But she was among the first to start making claims that her new home was contaminated by tainted drywall that was made in China.
I dread coming home because I know I'm not going to be able to breathe. Sulfur. It smells like sulfur. It's like rotten eggs, you know, and sometimes so strong it's real toxic. It gets into your throat. And there are times when it gets so bad in my throat, when it's real strong, I get chest pains.
Pinkoski paid a contractor to rip the drywall right out of her home. She found this name on the back, Knopf Tianjin. Tianjin is a province in China, and her lawyers say her drywall was manufactured there.
Wait.
Armed with a very limited Chinese vocabulary, the investigators tried calling the Chinese manufacturers. The company sent us a statement saying Knopf Tianjin Plasterboard is investing in exhaustive testing to determine what is happening and that sulfur compounds detected in homes do not present a health risk. But here at home, after news reports like this one, senators and members of Congress got involved, inspecting the drywall and holding hearings. Lawsuits were filed, and a federal court ruled in favor of the homeowners, confirming that the drywall was, in fact, leaching sulfur, corroding everything inside, including pipes and wiring. Courts ruled that affected homeowners would have to rip everything out of their homes. The drywall, all of the wiring, AC units, all of the electrical devices, it all was tainted. It all had to go. Since then, Knopf has agreed to remediate some of the homes affected. However, today, another business in the supply chain, the distributor for much of the Chinese drywall that was placed in homes throughout this state, is now saying it will pay out too to settle claims like Helen Pinkoski's and many, many others as well.